Okay, so we're going to try to add the line chart to our setup here. So, come on. So, we already have that in our line chart controller. So we're going to use this. And we're going to read the data from the log, same thing that we did before. And we're going to create two arrays. I think that'll be the same. So we're going to pass two arrays into our set chart. But then this is where we deviate. We already created an outlet for this that's a type line chart view. But then we need to fill in the data a little differently. So there's a good tutorial here that we will go through. Give him some notoriety there. So let's make some room. And the first thing we need to do is create this array of the Y values. So these are not going to be bar chart data entries. It's going to be an array of chart data entries. And so according to this one, he also creates that as a blank array. He does it differently. I don't see why this is necessary, but let's put it in. That creates a new empty data entry array, an array of chart data entry objects. And these are going to be, we need to have how many labels, so we're going to use the same thing. We're going to loop through and find out and append a new entry for each one of those. And these are going to be a chart data entry instead of a bar chart data entry. And the value is going to be what I passed in, and the index is the same, so that works the same. This is identical. And then we need to have a data set. So this is now not a chart data set or a bar chart data set, it's a line chart data set. And we have our Y values and our label, which is the same. And why doesn't it like it? Prefix equals is, oh. See, now this one is just crazy to me. What will fix this? You guys see this error? Prefix equals is reserved. What does that mean? Where's the error in this line?
You need to add a space.
You have to add a space. Seriously?
Yeah.
Come on. That's insane.
I beat my head against the wall.
Oh my God. Yeah. Now, I understand, and that's why I force you guys early on in Ruby to put spaces around your equals, to not do this. I think this would actually work because it sees it as an equal sign before it sees the next data. But it sees this like a plus line, like a prefix operator, which, seriously, crazy. All right, so chart data set, and then we have Um, he sets a bunch of properties. And it looks like, because line charts can have multiple line charts, multiple lines, I mean, we can pass a bunch of data sets, a bunch of Y value arrays as an array of arrays. Okay, so we're going to create a new line chart data set array, which is, again, is just an empty line chart data set array. It's a blank. And then we append the one that we had. So I could append a bunch of these data sets dot append, and we're going to append the one that we created, which is this guy, chart data set. So that represents one line on the chart. You know, you've seen charts that graph dollars and food or something on the same line, so you see different sets of data for each one of those. All right, then we need to set, what happened? What the heck? Are you moving my cables over there? All right, so then we do the same thing. Our chart data is a line chart data with our X values, our data sets now, because we're passing several data sets, which we call data sets here. Data sets. And then finally we do a line chart view dot data equals chart data. So that's all the same. So it's not too much different. He did a bunch of other things that set properties, but let's see what this looks like before we do any of that. So there we go. It charted my weight over the course of 4 days. And then I died. Apparently I have a 0 at the end. So there you go. That's pretty cool.
Can I see your code?
And you get all kinds of fun things like this graph. If I click on the point, it draws an X and a Y, so I can see exactly where it hits over here on the left. Isn't that cool? So that's kind of cool. All right. So there's my code. Is that the code you wanted to see?
Can I grab it real quick?
Alrighty. So let's play around with some of the things that we can set in each set of data can have different colors. So we could have a bunch of different lines on here, and each line, each one of these, this is a data set, this entire graph of these lines. And so we can change the colors of these and all kinds of stuff. So let's do that. We do that with our line chart data set. Once we create that data set, we can change some properties. So we say chart data set dot, and we can do things like set color, and the color, let's make it, we can call the UI color, and there's some defined colors in here for a user. This is a user interface package library, and there's black color, brown color, blue color, red, whatever you want. So let's do a dot red color. All right, so that will be the line, and we can do the line width, chart data set dot line width. We'll set this to be a little bit bigger, 3.0, chart data set circle radius of 6. And that's what they call that a node color. That's the color of this circle here, the node. All right, and there's other stuff like we could do chart data set dot circle whole color. Let's give it a different whole color of no, that looks like a getter. We want to set, no, huh, that's weird. That seems inconsistent. Equals a UI color dot blue color. That seems, I don't know, that seems inconsistent to me. That you would think that would be a getter, and this would be a setter, but the naming is different. All right. Let's say if we're going to set the color of the whole, then we need to set this draw circle hole enabled. And what else? There's all kinds of other stuff. That's good enough. Let's try this. See what it looks like. There we go. So I have a circle color, an inner circle color. The line is red. Isn't that sweet? Pretty cool, eh? And we can enlarge it again, just like we did before, to see some more differentiation on the colors, I mean on the graph points. So you get a lot of capability with this library for free, basically. All right, any questions on that? I did the whole program for you right there. All right, and this bugs me that my item bar down here says item. So we go into our line chart scene and change this property to, instead of item, that's going to be line chart. All right, any questions on any of that so far? So you can see that every type of chart is slightly different. They've got pie charts and radar charts and all kinds of stuff, but you'd have to read the directions or find a tutorial to figure those out. So there we go, got my line chart clicked now. Beautiful, eh? Got my picker. Can I do a picker here? I guess I didn't. It's up to you guys to do that. All right, any questions on that?
Data entry is the variable.
This one?
The one, two up.
That one?
Oh, okay.
See it? Okay. All right, any other questions about that? Or anything else on the assignment? Okay, then I'm going to stop this recording and we'll do another one for the